Assalamualaikum. My name is Salamatul Sa'di binti Zulkafli. My matric number is 269822. I will explain about the geographical location at Japan. Japan is made up of thousands of islands, the four largest of which are Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku. Korea, Russia, and China are Japan's nearest neighbors. Firstly, Japan is a country with a developed and modern transportation infrastructure. For the delivery of all forms of goods and services, Japan has a highly developed modern infrastructure of roads, highways, railroads, subways, airports, harbors, warehouses, and telecommunications. Then, Japan has more than 20 ports and 5 international airports. The two main airports serving the Tokyo area are Tokyo International Airport and Narita International Airport, while Osaka International Airport and Kansai International Airport serve the Osaka region. In general, Japan's port, airports, and import processing are well organized and effective. All the services provided are able to facilitate and transactions carried out there. Next, Japan is a technologically advanced country that has seen explosive growth in the IT sector in recent years. It is an international research hub and home to some of the world's largest video game companies. Because of the city's love of cultural values, art, and craft are an integral part of local economy. In addition, Japan is also conducting research on renewable energy and the development of biotechnology. It is done in a city called Osaka. Osaka is a great place to start learning Japanese if you are new to high technology. Many utility, manufacturing, and retail businesses have begun operation here. Also, any foreign investor operating in the Japanese market has access to other Asian markets due to its geographic position. All the advantages of Japan's geographical position are able to convince anyone to do a business even if one comes from another country.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lili Nakra binti Shahari. My number matric is 273269. And today I will explain about the country and political risk. Country and political risk contains for a lot of information that need to dive in and define more. But today I will explain the three most of important to look into about the country and political risk. The first thing we need to know is the economy in Japan. Well, everyone knows Japan have the well-developed and the largest economy in the world, and Japan also have the transparent tax system. Japan has made the two progress which are called is economic, which is the first one in monetary easing, and the second one is the fiscal stimulus. Plus, people who work in Japan have a guaranteed lifetime employment, so that is strengthen the economy in Japan is well developed. The second one is the political. Government direct involvement throughout the business sector is small compared to the political influence across this industry is far and more broader, widespread than many other financial markets. Influence being specifically demonstrated by the government persistent engagement toward business, but also have a positive indirect intervention in banking. The last one we need to look into in the political in Japan, which is they have prefer administrative control, but instead of the clear immaterial providing by the private sector. The last one is the regional and international business in Japan. Japan as an outspoken supporter of the important world guideline structure. Japan has pledging to engage with either US and other states such as Australia, Asian states, and also the Europe to realize Japan's vision, which is the free and open Indo-Pacific FOIP. Japan has promoting a free trade, endorse a multilateral organization as well as the international law. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nofara Aina Bitina Osman and my matric number is 273422. Today I'm going to present about the competition level in Japan. In this session, we will be discussing about the competition level in Japan by recognizing the competitors in the bank industry as well as the market leaders. Competition plays an important role as it enables the banks to offer a better product than their competitors. The bank with the best product and services will have an advantage in terms of competition. In Japan, there are approximately 200 banks. These banks are controlled by the Bank of Japan, which was established in 1882. There are different types of banks in Japan, like city banks, regional banks, second-tier regional banks, trust banks, and foreign banks. The city banks are less stable than the other banks as it has more competitors. However, they have the advantage in terms of products. The banks that are categorized as city banks are Saitama Regional Bank, Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation, and many more. For regional banks in Japan, there are two levels of them, the first tier and the second tier regional banks. There are 62 first tier regional banks and 37 second tier regional banks in Japan, and both of them are serving the people in their regions, offering the same financial needs for the locals. However, the first-tier regional banks are the members banks of the Regional Banks Association of Japan, while the second-tier regional banks are the members banks of the Second Association of Regional Banks. Akita Bank, Bank of Fukuoka, and Chiba Bank are some examples of first-tier regional banks in Japan, while for the second-tier regional banks, Aichi Bank, Bank of Kochi, and Chukyo banks are categorized under it. The next category of the banks is trust banks. These banks run real estate brokerage, investment-related services, and pension plan management. Four banks are recognized as trust bank. The banks are Sumitomo Mitsui Trust Bank, Nomura Trust and Banking, Mizuho Trust and Banking, and Mitsubishi UFJ Trust and Banking. Foreign banks like Citibank and JP Morgan Chase Bank are also included in Japan's banking system. Now we move on to the top banks in Japan. The first one is Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, a city bank. The second one is Japan Post Bank, and the third one is Sumitomo Mitsui Financial Group. We can see that most of the city banks are at the top of the rank, to show how Citibank has better products with a high level of competition. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nuhurul Ain binti Muhammad Azlan. My matric number is 273634. Next, I will present the appropriate organizational structure in Japan. In order to enter a new market in Japan, our team looked at several organizational structures including a representative office, branch, and subsidiary. Firstly, our team evaluated the representative office structure. The representative office is the best platform for establishing a Japanese office, and it is normally used to run market research in Japan before getting evolved to branch or subsidiary. Under Japanese law, representative office can take part only limited business for acquisition and storage of assets and optional extra services such as advertising, market research, and data collection. These offices has limited presence as they are mainly a marketing facility for their foreign parent. Unlike branches, they cannot provide traditional banking services such as accepting deposits or lending funds. Secondly, we also assess organizing structure of branches in Japan. A branch office can commence business when the office is granted. A representative of the branch office is elected and the information requested is registered. A Japanese branch is an institution providing services in Japan that are certainly not anticipated to play an independent part in decision-making process according to the bank rules of the country of origin and host country. Lastly, we look at the structure of subsidiary banks. A subsidiary bank is a type of foreign entity that is located and incorporated in a foreign country but is either wholly owned or owned in a major part by a parent corporation in a different nation. This specialized banking model helps the holding company to avoid the bad rules that the country of origin impose. In the country of origin in which the parent bank is established, the subsidiary bank does not comply with the rules. In contrast, it operated in accordance with the host country's law and regulations. Thus, the organizational structure mentioned earlier have both advantages and disadvantages. Our team's goal in identifying the suitable Japanese structure is to facilitate our group make decisions and to manage banking in Japan smoothly. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Ainun Fariha binti Ismail and my matric number is 273485. I want to explain about product and services that we decided to offer in this potential market in Japan. So we provide 4 types of product and services, which is loans, savings accounts, investment and insurance. First product is loan. A loan is an amount of money that we lend to people. We are offering to many parties, especially for business accounts and personal accounts. Bank was decided to focus on the customer who did the business in this pandemic COVID-19 since they got damaged by the coronavirus. We are offering a maximum amount of loan for customer can borrow 60 million Japanese yen and low interest rate will be applying up to 30 million Japanese yen. We are also giving the personal loan to the customer and the interest rate is up to 1.875%. Other than that, our bank also willing to offer a loan cards for customer who already have a bank account. These cards, they can directly withdraw cash from an ATM. We bank in Japan market doesn't have credit score like Western markets, but we are doing credit scoring on our own. Second product and services, which is savings account. A savings account is a bank held deposit account that pay interest. Safety and steadiness cause them to an excellent choice for storing cash for short-term needs, even though these accounts usually pay a low interest rate. People can open their savings account for personal use and get interest rate up to 0.02%. Our bank can make money by offering this savings account, as we know that banks make loans with depositors' money. The amount of interest collected by banks on loan are more than the amount of interest paid to consumer with savings account. Then the difference between them is the bank profit. Other than that, we are offering an investment product to the customer. Investment product refers to all stocks, shares, options, future and other financial products that people buy in the hopes of making money. High dividend yields and increased net interest margins are being experienced by Japanese banks. This can lead to a value trap is beginning to emerge and investors should pay attention to the market. We are advising the investor to invest in Japan's stock market through our bank at a great time, which when low valuations, political stability, and strict corporate governance. This is because a low valuation in Japan can lead to higher cash dividends. For bank, we make money by underwriting new securities issues such as bonds offerings and stock IPO. We were acting as fund manager for their clients. Last but not least, insurance services. Selling insurance product via our bank, as we call it as bancassurance. Our bank and insurance company form a relationship in which that we sell the insurance product of the affiliate insurance firm to its customer. Japan Post Insurance, one of the companies that we can cooperate with, and the share were offered approximately 10%. We also offer credit insurance, which pay off a borrower's debt if them dies or become disabled. Our bank has the authority to sell insurance. We sell insurance policy when consumers are participating in equity-linked savings scheme and fixed deposit. That's all the product and services that we offer in Japan market. We summarize that those product and services that we provide can generate high profitability for our bank and also can satisfy our customer. That's all from me. Thank you.
As a conclusion, the purpose of this project is to establish an international banking business in one country for which we have chosen Japan. This is because Japan is the third largest economy in the world. Further, we have also obtained relevant information about the country in Japan through analysis of geographical location, country and political risk, level of competition, organizational structure as well as product. It is indicated in the geographical location where Japan is one of the most important countries in the world in terms of its population. Furthermore, when it comes to country and political risk, Japan strongly supports the existing international rule-based system. The U.S. alliance of Japan is the core component of Japan's foreign and security policy. The US maintains an important military presence in Japan and is committed to granting the security of Japan through the alliance. In addition, our teams has identified a suitable organizational structure to operate in Japan, that is representative office, branch and subsidiary. Each structure has its advantages and disadvantages. Last but not least, the products we will offer in Japan will be loans, saving, investment and insurance, all of which have high profitability and low risk exposure. In summary, based on our observations, we can make our business successful and gain more profit. Besides, we can adapt to the environment in the Japan and we have no difficulty competing with the banks there. That's all from us. Thank you.